how's it going? I am going to demonstrate a small Java application that I wrote that allows you to edit the Mario Brothers NES ROM in order to access the glitch levels, any glitch level you want, through the warp zones. And I learned this by watching a YouTuber named MagicScrumpy, and I will provide a link in the description below to the video that I watched. He talks about the -1 world and how it's actually not a -1 world, and he gives an explanation on how to edit the hex values in the ROMs in order to access additional levels. And so I went ahead and I made a Java application that does that for you, so just about anybody can just run this application and have access to these additional levels in a really easy manner. And so just go ahead and download the jar. Once you've downloaded it, navigate to your ROMs. You should create a separate folder to put this in. Put the jar in that folder. Then you'll want to make a copy of the original Mario Brothers NES ROM. Don't use the original. You don't want to mess it up. And then just paste a copy of the NES ROM into the same folder as your editor, and then run the editor. Double click it to run it, and then you'll get this small little window here, and then you'll need to browse. If you're in the same folder as the editor, if your ROM is in the same folder, it'll automatically show up. If not, if it's in a separate folder, then you'll have to navigate and go and find it. But link the application to the ROM, and you only have to do that once. And then you can go ahead and edit these warp zone values here. Warp zone 1 is the warp zone at the end of world 2.1. Warp zone 2 is the warp zone at the end of world 4.2. And then warp zone 3 is a hidden warp. Excuse me. Warp zone 3 is a hidden warp zone that you have to in world 4.2 that you have to climb up the vine to get to. So you can go ahead and edit these. So let's go to 9, 10, and 11. And then you hit apply, and then we have this message that says new warp zone successfully created. Hit OK. And then you have this new ROM that showed up called MarioHack.NES. And then go to your emulator. Open this. I get this message. Don't worry about it. It's just my emulator. If you get it, just ignore it. It should work just fine. So I'll try to go through this as quickly as possible. Hope you're not getting an echo. Okay. So there should be no echo now. And here we go. So 9 shows up as 9, 10 shows up as A, and 11 shows up as B, because you can only have one character to represent each value. And 10 takes 2 characters, 1 and 0. So 9, 1, and then 9, 1 is just, this. And you eventually die, I think. Like, it just kills you. Like, I managed to get through this world once without it automatically killing me. Oh, I might make it. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna make it. Like the game, no, what happens is the game freezes. It doesn't kill you, the game freezes. But I made it. Wow. Usually the game freezes. Like, it's like 1 out of every 100 tries, you'll actually make it to the end of that level. And then, yeah, that brings me here. This is actually, wait, okay, this is actually the same as 11. If you go to 11, this is the same thing. Don't step on that turtle, he'll kill you. And then it just ends. No princess, no mushroom guy. Just, thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. And I think the game resets. Something. Yeah, if you let it sit there for long enough, it'll eventually reset the game. And then, so let's try another one. Yeah, so let's run this. So now that it's already linked to our ROM, we don't have to browse and link it again. So we did 9, 10, 11. So let's try 12, 13, and 14. And then we got the same message, successfully created. Since we already have Mario Hack.NES, it's already there. It's been edited. And then we can run it again. Run the hack. Excuse me. And run through one more time. Quick as possible. Speed running. Speed running. I'm not a speedrunner though. I'm not that good. And away we go. Whoop. And so now we get C, D, E. And let's go to E, which is instant death. See? So don't go to E. I just went there to warn you guys not to go to E. Like, there's nothing you can do. I've tried to get on this block. You can't. It's not even worth it. And watch, the little turtle man's gonna fall from here too. See? So at least you don't die alone. The Koopa Trooper dies with you. Game over. So yeah. So that's it. So now just about anyone could go in and edit these ROMs and start exploring all of these extra worlds themselves. I mean, if you find something interesting, feel free to make a video about it. Just make sure you give me a shout out for the Mario Edit application, and make sure you give MagicScrumpy a shout out if you make a video, because he's the one who investigated this, and he taught me how to edit these ROMs, or I watched his video and I learned how to edit the ROMs with that video. So I'll provide a link in the description below to his video, and I'll provide a link to download the application as well. And thank you for watching. I'd ask you to subscribe, but I really don't make videos very often. I make like one video a year right now. That's my average rate at the moment. So I don't know if that justifies a subscription, but I might come up with something interesting in the near future at some point. So if you feel like you'd like to subscribe, feel free to do so. And yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to catch you guys next time.